Hi guys, Gurpreet here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing the 5 best practices for quarantine time. So in this session we are going to work on the basic joint movements and side by side the core practices, and later on we will do some stretches which will be helpful for your breathing practices. So let's get started.
Now come to the cat-cow position and let's practice cat and cow. Here you're going to work on your thorax. So whenever you are bringing your spine downward, you need to inhale. When you are hunching it, you have to exhale. If you have a cervical, make sure you don't look down. Now let's repeat it few rounds of this. You can make it as much as you want. Now here we will bring the right leg up and then your opposite hand in front, and then you're gonna bring your knee to elbow and then you will bring it out. So I want you to do this few times on the one side. If you are unable to bring your knee close to the elbow, no need to bring it completely. It is according to your comfort zone. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Make sure whenever you are doing any kind of movement, your breathing has to be normal. So you breathe normal here and keep repeating few rounds. Alright. Now release this position and slowly you're gonna tuck the toe, lift the knee and come to the plank position. So here I'm showing the low dead plank. Here I want you to tuck the navel in and work on your core, bringing the hip side to side. It is according to the comfort zone. If you're not able to bring fully down, you can just bring it according to your comfort zone. So make sure whatever practice you do, you have to listen to your body and do the variation or the adjustment according to this. Now come to the plank and slowly you're gonna bring the knees down. Here we will make the fist and I want you to bring it besides your navel. Do not bring it on the navel, keep it besides. This will help you to release the gas and it will work on the gastric. And later on you're gonna bend forward, bring the forehead down. Suppose if you're not able to bring the forehead down, you can use any kind of blanket, block or something which can support your forehead. You can bring it under the forehead. Hold here for a few seconds. Here we will do just one round with the holding. If you want to repeat this, you can repeat this as many as you want. Now slowly you're gonna come up and let's come to the sitting position. If you don't have a straight spine, you can sit on something. You can whatever, like block or something. Here bring your right foot on the left side and see, you don't need to come down. Important thing is that in half spinal, your spine has to be straight. Make sure you don't hunch. So this is the optional one, the easiest one. If you're able to catch your feet, you can catch your feet as well. This is the second option. If you're leaning back, you can take block support, blanket support, which you can place it under your palm. So here the same thing I'm going to do on the other side. This is the another option. If you're unable to cross your feet, you no need to bring the knee on the other side. Bring the feet on the other side. Let's go to the next option. Now I will bring my feet on the other side nearby my knee. Now hold the feet and do not lean back. You can take a block support, blanket support, anything which you can fold it and bring it under the hand, which is at the back. Now here grab your right sole of the foot, bring it on the opposite side of your hip. Left feet has to be nearby the knee. Make sure your right knee do not lean down, it has to be up towards the ceiling. Now this is the full final half spinal twist. This is the optional, guys. If you are unable to do this one, make sure you don't do this. You just do the previous one, because most important thing is to get the benefit what we are doing it. Now this is also optional. If your shoulders are not open, it is stiff, you are unable to hold your hand like that, so no need to do that. And let's do the even. If you feel any kind of stain or something, you can give a shake to your legs and repeat the same thing on the other side. When I'm doing this asana, see guys, I'm not lifting my hip bones. I'm pressing my both hip bones down on the floor. This is the most important thing. And keep strengthening and straightening your spine. That's important. Whenever you hold any posture, try to close the eyes for a while to feel it. Alright, we have done. You're gonna release this, and let's do the last thing, which is the very essential part of the yoga, and that's breathing. So I'll teach you the basic one. Let's do the chin mudra first, and then you're gonna bring the, whenever you are doing the Anulom Vilom practice, make sure your head should be straight, neutral, and you don't force your nose to go on one side and other side. This is simple. Inhaling on the one side, exhaling from the other side. Now when you are exhaling on the one side, you have to inhale from the same side, and then you're gonna switch it and exhale from the other side. We're gonna repeat it few rounds. Make sure your breathing has to be normal. Ratio has to be same. If inhaling 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Exhale has to be 1, 2, 3. Try to keep it same. When you are inhaling, stomach has to go inward. When you are exhaling, inhaling has to be out, exhaling has to be in. So in yoga it is opposite. Try to do 10 rounds. Thank you.